In this video, I'm going to show you how to place the bumper bracket on this Nissan Altima. We do have to remove the front bumper cover for this, so let's get started. Starting underneath, there will be 3 Phillips head screws and a push clip on each corner of the bumper cover. For me, the push clip is actually missing, so I'm going to skip past it. But I do have the 3 Phillips head screws to remove, so let's do that. Do the same on the other side. In the center, there are 5 10mm bolts to remove. Remove them all. Now from the side, you can pull the bumper away a little bit and take the splash shield and move it away from behind the bumper. What you're looking for is to expose this corner. Right in here, you can see a 10mm fastener that we have to remove. So grab a socket and take this out. There it is. Now you'll be able to take the bumper cover on the corner and pop it out of its retainer. Now you can pull on the bumper cover enough to access the turn signal / marker light bulb. And if your vehicle has fog lights, that would be connected to something as well. But this one does not, so all I have to do is grab onto this, and I was gonna unplug it, but it looks like the bulb just wants to come out with the socket, which is okay. I'm gonna just take it out that way. And this, because it's not actually connected to anything, this is just a cap, I'm going to pry it and pop it out of its retainer. And right down here, there's still one more retainer holding on this harness. You can use a trim tool to help you pry it out. Do the same on the other side. Under the hood, there's a cover here for the radiator support, and it's got a bunch of push clips that go all the way around. I'm going to remove all of them and then pull the cover off. Just start on one end and work your way towards the other side. Use a trim tool, pop out the center, and then the rest of the push clip. On each corner of the bumper cover, you'll have 3 10mm headed bolts. However, we only need to remove the innermost one because that one goes through the bumper cover and a bracket underneath onto a support bracket below that. Do the same on the other side. I'm going to pop off the washer tank filler neck from the bumper cover assembly. Where the bumper cover meets the fender, you can peel this insulation away. There's a 10mm bolt that you have to remove. And with this bolt removed, you can pull this bracket away. And that will allow you to pull the bumper cover away off the fender. Now you can grab the bumper cover and pull it away. Now with the bumper cover off, we can see the bracket that we're after. There's one behind each headlight, and it holds the upper radiator support to this piece and of course the headlight. There are 3 fasteners that we have to remove. They're all 10mm in size. Keep in mind that the top one and this bottom one have a larger washer, and the one that goes through the headlight has a very small washer. So make sure you put those back where they belong. Let's remove all 3. Doesn't really matter which one you start with. Remove the bracket, and there it is. Take the new bracket and slide it in position. Make sure it goes underneath the headlight, of course. And try to line up all the bolt holes. I'm going to start with this one because this one lines up. And I'm not going to tighten any of them until they're all in. That way I make sure it's properly positioned. You can see the marks that the washer's on the bolt left, so I'm going to try to line it up based on that. Okay, give it a little bit extra after it gets snug. That's perfect right there. Double check the rest of them. Make sure you don't make this one especially too tight because it can crack the plastic tab on the headlight. And this is installed. Once again, about 1/8 of a turn on all of these after they get snug is plenty tight for this bracket. Bring the bumper cover back over. Make sure it lines up everywhere. On the corner of the bumper cover at the top, reinstall the bolt that you took out at the beginning that secures the bumper cover and the bracket underneath to the support. Make sure that's nice and snug. Do the same on the other side. Let's reinstall the upper radiator support cover and reinstall the push clips that held this on. Resecure the washer tank filler neck. Peel this insulation away and slide the bracket back in. Make sure it's seated fully and start the bolt in by hand. Snug it up. And there we go, that's plenty tight. Give it about 1/8 of a turn after it bottoms out and put the insulation back. Before you clip the bumper cover on, resecure the turn signal bulb. Turn it clockwise to lock it in. And resecure this connector onto its retainer. And clip the wiring harness back on right over here. On the corner of the bumper cover, clip it onto its retainers on the fender. All right, make sure everything's lined up. And start in the bolt that secures this in. Tuck the fender liner back behind the bumper. Install all the bolts that go underneath from this splash shield into the bumper cover. And reinstall the 3 Phillips head screws on the corner of the bumper cover. Do this to both sides.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.